G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_Gaming for another Dokkan Battle video. So for today's video here we're jumping into the Infinite ZAMASU event. It's a new one for us that has dropped for us and we've got missions. So one of those missions is to beat it using a Future Saga team. This is what I've conjured up here. Very interested to see what this is like. I've seen people on Reddit that have beaten it, so I'm imagining it isn't the most crazy thing in the world, but yeah, I don't know. I've also only seen people using extremely top tier teams, so should be interesting. I did bring along the Zeno item, so with that item you are able to just automatically finish the fight, I think, once you hit the final phase. But I have also seen people that have bought teams. Wow. Okay. So we've just absolutely nuked that. Right. 2 for 2. Cool. So what we'll do is we'll grab that. That did drop those int key spheres very, very nicely. Actually, that gets us the guaranteed crit. Cool. And reminder, using Goku and Vegeta here, they are one of the most OP units in the game. So probably is cheating a little bit, but right, okay. How many stages of this is there, I wonder? Well, we're just going to keep going back to the well here. We'll grab that, into that, into that. Oh, no, I floated off in ZAMASU. What a noob. My plan was to run in ZAMASU with the STR Rose on one of the rotations. Oh, by the looks of it, I'm going to have plenty of time to fix that up, because the way we're knocking over these early stages, I'm not sure how many stages there are, because the person I did see on Reddit that completely finished it did actually not use the item. They just went all the way through the rounds. So took them like 55 minutes, which is pretty extensive. At the moment, I'm going to say I don't particularly want to sit here for 55 minutes. But we'll see how we go. So, YOLO. Actually, no, you know what? I am going to stack your attack up more. Let's do this. We'll begin stacking you up with that there. We'll build up some Dokkan attack with you, and we'll build up some Dokkan attack with that. So yeah, realistically, I may as well stack up the Rose and both of the Blue Gokus attack stats, and then when we go to actually use the active skill, it'll really nuke the enemy, so that'll be pretty advantageous for us there. And by putting Rose in slot 1, it meant that we gave off the 60% attack support there, so our numbers get juiced up a little bit higher. This is my Blue Goku, which is only 69%, so doesn't quite have the juice that the friend has there. As you can see, you can actually lower his attack, so that's interesting. Is this an AoE? So bang, double digits, dodge. Oof, ouchie, that definitely hurt. AoE is definitely not going to make it all too enjoyable to bring someone like the physical Vegito Blue who needs to get his super off to be getting his defense. So that is something that is worth keeping an eye on for when we come back to this later on for any future builds. What we'll do is we'll grab that into, yeah, we'll do it like that, because then that'll open up that, and kapow, we get 13% healing back, which is pretty nice. For an AoE on this phase in particular, not too concerned. Tech Fusion, Blue Vegito has the guaranteed dodge on this turn. ZAMASU's got type advantage, combined with his damage reduction. I think he would be looking pretty good there. So compare, and we do trigger the hidden potential. It would have actually been ideal if that didn't get the finish. See, whoop, I just dropped my phone. What a back-ended soul. How are we supposed to fight against him now? So I assume that this is the point where you're able to activate No. Okay. I guess not. In that case, we're going to continue on. What we'll do is we'll grab that with you. We'll grab that with you. I guess maybe I'll defeat this boss and then give it another go after that, I guess. Yeah, honestly, not too sure. Before I go into these, I probably should look into them a little bit more to figure out. Ooh. Okay, so maybe I just need to activate the Zeno item again. Because if he's got a damage floor that's stopping us at 30 million, that is going to make things pretty tough. So Rose, he's at 36 million. Let's see. Nope, donuts. Okay, so I'm just assuming that you are unable to actually beat this guy. So here comes the super attack. We get the dodge. We get zeros and zeros. And if the other two couldn't do damage, I'll tell you who's not doing damage. It's AGL Rose. So we're just going to be watching his supers for no reason. Cool. So compare, and let's see what happens. So you can lower his defense, so I don't know if that's the strat. Oh no. We do get the win. So you must have to pop that item and then survive that turn, I guess, is the strategy there. So, okay, that was certainly interesting. So if we look at that, that's my future team. We'll claim the stones and the support items. So then the other mission is to beat it with a super class unit of each typing. So the easiest way is going to be, oops, I actually should have just rolled with that because we can use, we'll probably take off you. We'll go fused fighters. And from there we need a, int's not too great actually. So we need you, and we're going to grab you. You're one of my favourite linking partners, so I would like you on the team, but we go you. We can't really do that if we're bringing you. So actually, maybe we will just roll with you. And then we need an int unit. Now, super int is honestly pretty trash. So maybe what we do is we go like this. We go you, with you, with you. If we go for AGL, we want the Super Saiyan 3/4 Goku, which is there. For my second same type unit, we're going to go tech because I want to bring the gods, and then we need an int unit. So an int pure Saiyan or Earthbred fighter. Straight off the bat, I'm thinking about you for your orb changing can be pretty valuable to the team, and we're just looking for a floater realistically. So yeah, I think we'll start off with that. We hit that. Probably we'll just do the same thing. We'll go until we get the Zeno item. Significantly less HP on this team in comparison to the Blue Goku and Vegetas, but looking at our rotation, we've got the blues on the next rotation, so what we might do is keep the Super Saiyan 3 Goku here. I'll float the Super Saiyan 4s. Yeah. The strategy will all come together. You'll see the vision soon. So I imagine this will be a one shot. Yep, we finished that there. We'll just pretty much one shot all of these initial first phases. Don't have the rainbow orb changes on this team that I would usually be bringing those. So that's a little bit sad. We miss out on a little bit there, but not the end of the world. Blue Goku. Yeah, without getting off that 18 key super, you do miss out on quite a bit. So bang, actually isn't even enough to get the finish, but that's fine. It means that we get some opportunity to stack a little bit further with the rest of our units here. So compare, and then we get the 21 million. That sprite is pretty nifty from the Merge ZAMASU when he goes like sky form, I guess we'll call it. That is a unit that I haven't used in quite a while. So what we'll do is we will Might just go with this, to be honest. Go that. Sucks to float off the gods, but I would like to get them on rotation with the SDR Blues on the next rotation. 70% chance to dodge for the AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku. We got him to 24 keys, so he's going to get the guaranteed crit here. Kapow, and then, yeah, Tech Vegito in slot 2 will be able to get the, what's-my-calledies for us? Get the stacks off. So that when he comes back around and when we do eventually pop that transformation, he'll be a dominant force. Bang. And we get the triple. Actually, probably would have preferred if the tech gods had have gotten an opportunity to do some stacking. But anyway, is what it is, as they say. So for this one here, what we might do is grab that with you into that with you, because we're still getting the easy 20 odd orbs there, and then we'll grab the 13 of those. Nice. Yeah, perfect. So 30 mil attack stat. Let's see. Compare. Trying to remember how many phases. I probably should have been counting in that first run how many phases we were actually running through, and then I could have planned all of these a little bit better. Anyway, so 24 million for the Tech Vegito here. As I said before, you just continue to stack away for us. We will probably actually float. Wow, the great chance failed us. Here comes that AoE super, so we go dodge, double digits, yeah. The 36.8 million for Gohan. I was just about to say that after 13 orbs, he's going to do some really solid damage for us. And there it is. We get the additional super, which is 27.6. Not too shabby. And we nearly got the finish. What I might do, actually, is pop this one. So from there, we'll grab that into that, and then from there we'll just use that to grab that. Remember that you do get the guaranteed crits when you are in golden Great Ape, so I'm expecting that we will just get the finish here and we shall move on. Can't wait for this guy to come back in the part 2 banners. Definitely going to be picking up a copy of him. Mine is 69%, so with one more I'll be able to get that gold skill orb, which is going to be fire. I'm still hopeful that we're getting more Grade 8 power buffs eventually this year, whether that's Tanabata or like they've got to pump out some Daima stuff here. So I feel like this Goku's just got to continue to get better. Plus what is potentially coming for part 2 with the leaks that we did see. So let's see what we've got here. So this one was an actual turn that we did. Dang, that's some terrible orbs for us to try and maneuver with here. You know what, YOLO. There's one way to fix terrible orbs, and that is to Rainbow Orb change. So what we'll do is, and to be honest, we may as well just pop this anyway. I don't think he's going to be seen again, so Kapow. Do some big time damage. Oh, this is the turn where you can't do damage. Whoops. Okay. So I should have popped the item. Wait, but there was no dialogue. Yeah, double digits. Then everyone's targeting Vegito. I'll pop the item next turn, and we'll see what happens. We're going to cancel an action here. It would be funny if it was the super attack, but there is a number of attacks hidden away in there. The fact that I didn't put Vegito in slot 1 to get off his super attack effects to give him the extra defense. So, well, I guess we're about to find out how hard the ZAMASU can hit. Oh no, we did. Wow. The one attack we did cancel was the super. Cool. So, bang. we're just going to see a bunch of nothing counters here. And then Vegeto's going to fire off his supers. We'll move on to the next turn. So, bit of a mistake on my part. I guess I should have been looking out for the dialogue. Bang. Makes 2. Oh, it's going to be a little bit of a longer video than I would usually do with a lot of these events. But anyway, and then we finish off with the normal. So, what we can do is go item, pop the Zeno, and then might as well just Kapow, just because it looks cool. There you go. So that's where you can do damage to him. What we'll do is we'll pop that one with you. That will cancel the attack. So we'll do that into that. I'll just switch into Vegeta for something a little different. We can watch a different animation proc there. The tech Goku Vegeta in slot 2, they're going to nullify the super attack there, so that means we're not going to have to worry about taking any damage on that front. As you can see here, if you are bringing units that are stacking and continue to stack, this does sort of become Festival Battle-esque, where you are actually going to be able to defeat ZAMASU. As you can see, we are also lowering his attack here. So Kapow, dodge, and then 22 mil, but we floated poor tech gods here, so they're not going to get much of an opportunity to shine. But the cancelling super is going to be very valuable. So there you go. This will be all of the missions complete for the new event. I might try actually beat the event without using the Zeno item. As I said, it certainly is possible, but it's more about taking the time to actually burrow through and get all of it done. But as you can see, we are doing really solid damage here, and just think, if you didn't transform the gods, the Super Saiyan 4s, you just left them to continue to stack, their attack stats go absolutely crazy. So the Tech Vegeta will finish off the show here. Burning Star Cannon. Kapow. Didn't actually break the damage floor, that's pretty funny. I could have gone into Vegeta, but there was just no real point. Bang. Dang, and we get the finish. Cool. So there you go, guys. Let me know your thoughts on the event. Definitely something different, and I'm not opposed to them trying out these different things. So let me know how you built your teams to get all of these missions done. Obviously, you want to do them for the stones, but also that is the final mission on the panel. So let me know how you found it down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.